Hoorah. Hello, everybody.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph. I was I was waiting to see if Ralph was gonna start talking.
I wasn't sure if we were on or not because I don't have any YouTube session up at all. I don't even have mine up. I have my chat up, but uh I don't have anybody's YouTube channel up. So I'm just watching this through StreamYard. So I wasn't sure if we were on or not. I figured we were, but
We have DJ's Cartoon Universe. Thank you for coming in. Peaceful Des. Welcome in. Tommy, She Devil's Adventures. How you doing this evening? Nancy at Our Treasured Home. And let's see, that's all we have so far, I think.
hey everyone. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, that's all so far. So stand by. We'll see if we get some more people coming in.
Welcome to Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph, your live help and solution center for YouTube and related tech. Please come in and enjoy the demonstration. Ask any questions you have about the demonstration or any tech-related question. We are here to help you and do this to help you. No question is dumb, and we will do what we can to keep it simple. Thank you. We will be starting soon.
Welcome back, and now we got a couple other people. We have Simon, Yes I Can Barbecue,
Simon.
Double Dogs Keeper, and Peter, Old Man King Homestead.
All right.
Welcome in, guys, and I hope y'all have questions for later tonight. Any kind of tech questions, think of right now, and we'll discuss them and try to answer them later.
Yep, I'm just going to go over a couple things real quick in Davinci, and then after that, we'll just talk about whatever. So hopefully we'll get some good conversation going. I'll try not to rant.
And I'll try not to roll.
That'll work.
All right. Also, first things is got an announcement for all 8 people here. Yes, and some of y'all know, I was actually on the phone with Dez yesterday. But we had baby goats. One of our goats had a couple babies, couple kids, and I don't have pictures. Jamie's got pictures. One of them is like all white. I don't know. We don't know where it got all white from because we have both the mother and the father. But it's got like a little racing stripe down her back. She's white except for a little black racing stripe. And then the other one kind of looks more like her parents or whatever. Send me pictures, Jamie, so I can show them. Hey, it'd be better if you emailed them to me. That way I could share my screen. Uh-oh. Have something popping up in front of my screen. What the heck? There we go. He's gone.
Peter, we don't know on your question, and that's not a tech question either. Nobody knows the answer to that.
Yeah, tell Jamie that, Simon. Hey, they're cute little kids. They're small, man. They're only like this big.
They are little, aren't they?
Yeah. Hey, Jamie, Simon's saying he's gonna eat them. All right.
Yeah, let's see some pics. Simon Jamie's going to be after you. He's here soon. You're not that far away.
Okay, there's the mama, and there's the two little babies right there.
Cool.
That picture wasn't that good. Yeah, there's the two little babies. See, one kind of looks like the parents, you know, the tricolor, black, white, and brown or whatever. But the little white one, man, she's a little cutie.
Yeah, she's very different. She does have a racing stripe.
Yeah.
You need to name her like Porsche or Lambo or Maserati or something like that.
Well, Des wanted us to call her Snowflake because she's white, and I'm about. I told her I'm like that's about the only snowflakes we get down here in Texas.
Yeah, really. What's on her face?
I don't know.
Face? Oh,
I haven't really looked at her that well, honestly. Yeah, I ain't got a good picture of her face either.
she's hiding.
Jamie's the one that kind of picked her up and looked at her. Jamie, what's on her face?
Just wondering if she had like a dark spot on her face or just all white or.
Hey, Mona did what? Hoorah, thanks for coming in. Yeah, I don't know. I was so friggin' busy because I cleaned out her stall and everything else. I did that today, but Jamie yesterday, they were born yesterday, and I handed them to Jamie, but I was, I didn't really look.
I think she just sent you some more emails. Or another email, anyway.
Oh, yeah, she did. Okay, there we go. That's the
dark one.
Yeah, that's the dark one.
Looks like she's got a mask on.
Ah, there you go.
She's got dark around the eyes. That's cool.
Yeah, she got eyebrows.
Yep.
Permanent
eyeliner.
And look, inside her ears are black.
Yeah.
Outside's white. She's gonna be a cutie.
Absolutely.
All right. Another question
Ghost.
that I have is Panchuco in the building yet? Simon says ghost. Okay, I don't guess Panchuco's here. I do have a care package or mail to open, but it's from Panchuco, and he's not in here, so I'm not going to open it yet. I might do that later on. So tonight, Ralph, what you going to go over?
I'm going to go over two things. Davinci Resolve. First thing is this goes in the free version. Well, actually, it's going to be the second thing I show you. Is going to be how to animate text without having to create keyframes, and it's really so simple. It's kind of stupid, but it works really well. And the other part is the second thing I'm going to show you is in the studio version, which is the paid version. And we need to make a correction. I think not last week, but not last month, but month before last, we said it was $395. It's $295. So it is not quite as expensive. But anyway, let me finish that and I'll go with that thought. The second thing is going to be doing subtitles. Okay, you can, in Davinci Resolve, you can have Davinci, its AI will automatically create subtitles for you. You can go in and edit them, you can go in and change them to any color you want. The thing is, I don't know if anybody's dealt with uploading a file that has there's different ways of doing subtitles.
You want me to put that screen up there? The shared screen?
No, let me talk for a bit first.
Okay.
When you do subtitles, you can either create a separate file, which is called an SRT file. It's just a text file. It just has that extension so that YouTube knows what to do with it. Or you can actually burn them into your video, okay, which is they're in your video. You know, when you're watching a YouTube video, you can turn captions on or off. So if you haven't uploaded a file, then it's going to do it itself. If you upload an SRT file, it will use yours. But if you upload a file or if you use YouTube's, you can turn them on and off. I'm sure everybody's done that because some of them have them turned on automatically and you go in and they're on there and you don't want to see them. So you just go turn them off. You just hit the CC thing while it's playing back and it turns them on and off. If you burn them into your video, they're part of your video. So it's not something that you can turn on and off. You see a lot of people burn them into their videos when they're doing shorts. And then there'll be different colors and all that kind of stuff. But that's actually burned into the video. You can't take that out of the video. You can't turn those on and off. Shorts are a little bit different. People will burn, and I don't do that much as far as uploading and stuff. But people say if you have your shorts subtitled, that it helps. I don't know if it does or not. So, but anyway, that's just what they say. Okay, so that's what I'm going to talk about. I want to go back to the cost of Davinci for a minute. Like I said, it's $295 direct download. That lets you put it on 2 computers. Okay, so I have it on my main computer. Excuse me, and I have it on my laptop for when I go places and I want to edit when I'm away. So it gives you basically two licenses that you can use. You get a code for it and you have to activate it. And like if you you redo your computer, you need to deactivate it and you just reactivate it. Okay, that's $295. Adobe. That program is either $23 a month, or if you get the next one up that has everything in it, I think is 26 or so. I can't remember right off the top of my head. Anyway, if you take 295, divide it by say 24, in a year and a half subscription, actually less than a year and a half subscription, you've paid for Davinci. Now that's for people that are using Adobe and are paying for Adobe. Also with that 20, the lowest that they have, the lowest package that they have, just has the video editor in it. It does not have the After Effects, which is what is Fusion in DaVinci, is After Effects in the Adobe stuff. So if you want to do that, then you've got to get the next package up, which has everything in it, which is overkill for most people. So anyway, just I know that 295, and I'm not trying to convince anybody to go buy it. Use it. Use whatever you want. It doesn't make any difference to me. They're all video editors. If you're getting what you want, fine. I'm just trying to make people see. I know that $295 at one time sounds like a huge amount of money, but and that's a one-time thing. When
Hey, Jamie, can I have $295?
when they come out with the next version, like 18 is the current user version. 19 user beta is out, and that's what I'm running right now. So when they release 19 as, a regular everybody gets it release, I don't have to pay anything else. And I can't remember what version I started with. I want to say 13. It may have been before that. I don't even remember. And I've paid one time and I've never paid again. And I've been using this program for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. So it's as adverse to using a paid subscription one, and you can figure out the math on it. Just take whatever it is each month and divide by 300 or 295, and you'll figure out how quickly you'll pay for it. And also, for anybody who's thinking about doing it, if you have the machine, it'll run it. And again, it doesn't take anything super heavy duty. It takes a decent machine, but nothing crazy. If you're using Adobe, you can switch to the free version, learn the free version, and then after your 1.5 years, go ahead and pay for it. You kind of have to get away from whatever you're using to get on any kind of new platform, whether it's DaVinci or people switching from DaVinci and then going over to the other direction. It's just a learning curve. But, and again, I know that $295 sounds ridiculous, but if you really compare and see what you're getting for $295, a one-time shot, and they have stuck to their guns about doing this, and they're very devoted to not going to subscription. But a lot of the AI features are in the paid version. Some of the effects are in the paid version. Some of the transitions are in the paid version. But there's nothing that you can't do with the free version that most free video editors won't do, and way far beyond. Anyway, enough on that. Let me jump over into DaVinci here, and I'll do subtitles first because I got already a video clip set up. And let's just go big screen. And let me do one more thing. Okay, so this is just a video clip of me driving. This is actually part of the video, the raw footage of the video did for the Mary Alice Park video. So I haven't done anything to this. Actually, I did. I cut the front of it off a little bit. But anyway, it's just a video in my timeline. See the audio and the video. All you got to do subtitles is come up here to timeline, create subtitles from audio. And you have some things here that you can change. I usually just leave this the same. If you're doing this for shorts, I'll tell you, you want to change this to like 20 or 21. This is just the maximum length of characters per line. And that's really all you need to do there. You just make it smaller because, of course, you're working on a smaller thing. And then you just hit create. And it takes it a few seconds. The speed of this depends upon your machine. And this is not a very long video either, so it goes through pretty quick. And there you have your subtitles. And you can edit these. Excuse me. You can edit these. You can change the colors on them. You can change where they are. I'll just go start playing this. There we go. Okay, now I've obviously messed with this a little bit before. I don't know why it's still keeping on ticking. I don't know why it's picking up, but again, it's picking up extra noise when it's not ticking. But again, you can go in and edit this down so that it kind of matches when I actually stopped. The blinker stopped ticking. So again, this is just the area around. Okay, I'll stop it there. You can see that's basic position is white and in that position. If I want to change any of that, if I just click on the subtitle track, you see over here, now you have all of your subtitles. And this is each subtitle. If I want to change the track, here's where I can change my font, my colors, position where it is, and all of that stuff. You can add drop shadows. That's basically how it works. One nice thing also, let's say I want to come down in here. If I come in here and I click here, it moves me to that spot in the video. You can also, when you do track, that affects the whole track. So if you change your color there, all of your subtitles are going to be whatever color you change it to. So if I change it to green, they're going to be all green. If I wanted to just highlight one particular subtitle, just click on it, and then you come here and do customize caption. And now I can change that one caption. So that one, only that one is going to be red. Always a bit interesting when you're driving around here, what you might drive up on. Just kind of gives you a way to even highlight what you're saying in your subtitles and stuff. That's how you do subtitles. And that's all there is to it. Now, if you're going to render this and make a video with it, here on the right screen. When you go to the render page, you have to come down here and do subtitle settings. If you don't do this, it won't put them in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to export my subtitles. So you could actually put these subtitles in a video and then just not put them in. If you wanted to create two videos, one with subtitles and one without, for whatever reason, you wouldn't have to change your timeline. You could just tell it not to export the subtitles, which is what we're doing here. Okay, this is what I was talking about before, about a separate file, or I haven't messed with this as embedded captions, so I'm not quite sure what that does. It embeds them, but I'm not quite sure. I think that creates a separate file too, but again, I'm not sure. Or burn into video. So that actually creates it as part of your video, can't turn them on or off. The separate file, again, it's going to ask you for an SRT file or whatever file name. So if I was going to do a separate file, I would do add separate file, and then I would come here and I would do SRT without formatting. That's the other thing. When you do a separate file, any color changes or anything you've done like that, they are not going to show up because that's being generated by YouTube from the file, and they don't pull in any of your formatting. And then you have to tell it which track. So that's subtitle one. So now if I was to render this, I would have it would create two files. It would create my video file, and it would create an SRT file called subtitle one. It titles the file by the name of the subtitle track. You can change that. So but that's what it does. And then when you upload it to YouTube, there's actually a section in there when you're doing your upload that asks you, says subtitles. You click on that, and then you just tell it your SRT file. Now, of course, if you've embedded them into your video, you don't have to do any of that. It's, again, if you burn them into the video, it's actually part of the MP4, MOV, whatever type of file you're creating to upload. And that's basically how you do subtitles in Davinci. Again, it depends on what you want to do, and you have to understand how YouTube handles the subtitles in the separate files and stuff. Just remember, the separate files will give you the ability to turn them on and off. The subtitles, closed captioning on YouTube, burned into your video. It's part of your video. I hope that made any kind of sense whatsoever. That's basically how it works. It's pretty simple. And you can go in and edit these. Again, there was one that I had. Oh, I'm on the render page, not the edit page. No wonder it's not working. So if it does a pretty good job of understanding what you're saying, but it does do some weird things. And of course, depending on how you speak, I sometimes kind of have an odd way of speaking. But if you want to go in and edit this text, you can go in. That's what it's going to show. You can go in and edit. And actually, later on in this part of this video, I'm talking about Swanee Dam Road, and it's Swanee like Swanee in the song, Swanee River. It's not the Swanee River here, but it's Swanee, Georgia. And it didn't pick that up correctly, and I would just go in and put the correct spelling in there and everything else.
So in other words, Yankees like Des may have trouble understanding sometimes.
Maybe I have a
when they say "ka" or something like that.
Yeah.
may think it's a crow talking "ka." Ka.
Yeah, something. Anyway, it actually does a really good job with accents, and it's actually pretty good. I mean, think about it. It realized that at the very beginning that was actually ticking. That's my blinker ticking. So it knew that was a sound and not trying to make it somebody speaking. It knew the difference between. That's what I say, that the AI tools in this are pretty ridiculous. I'll show you one other thing real quick. I have not really messed with this, and I'm not really set up on doing this. You can also, on any video clip, so let me just get rid of this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I will. Where? Okay. You can actually have Davinci Studio. If I come here and where is it? Audio transcription. Transcribe, kind of the same thing. It's going to think. It's going to go through and look at the whole video. And this is all of the talking in the video. And you can actually edit from this. So if I wanted to just put that into the video, that section of me talking right there is now in my video. So if I come over here and I go back and play this now, see what we can find. Be the first video I've shot in my new car. So you can actually this is real, not so much for this type of video, But if you're interviewing somebody and there's pauses or gaps in between when you're talking and speaking and getting an answer or whatever, just go in and just pound this out. You can also export this to a file that'll just give you all the text of basically a transcription of your video in text format.
You got a new car?
Yeah, you knew I got a new car.
Oh. You liking it?
Oh, love it. I've hardly driven it. It's crazy. But actually there's 4 cars here because one belongs to each of my son, and then Ivan and I each have a car. We do now. We have a 2013 2012 Ford Escape. It's got almost 200,000 miles on it, and it's good. It runs fine. I put a couple $1,000s into it a couple years ago to keep it going. And then just part of our retirement plan was to buy not a new car, a decent used car, and put a huge down payment on it. So we just have, a very, very small payment just for a couple of years. So I was lucky and found a really, really nice 2022 Mazda CX-5 for, I'll say, less than 30,000. It had only had 8,000, just over 8,000 miles on it when I bought it. So it was basically brand new. It still smells brand new. So I drive that just like when I'm going on trips and stuff like that. So yeah, I love it. It's very comfortable. It's got all the new technology on it and stuff. So I like it a lot. Anytime you do something wrong that it thinks wrong, it beeps and yells at you. But it's nice. I like it. But anyway, that's how you do transcription. Which I was messing around with it just because I thought it would be cool if you ever wanted to have like a text output of what you said in your video. But then after I was watching some other videos and stuff on it, I see where you can actually just edit straight from this.
Oh, wow.
So kind of cool. Anyway, that's that part. Now we'll go on to do something that everybody can use. Unless you want to check to see if your mail call guy was in here. We can take a break.
Hey, Chuko, are you here? I don't think he is.
I don't think so.
Simon, did you text him?
Anyway, hi to anybody I missed. Everybody kind of knows that I'm bad about watching the screen, so watching the chat. I'm sure people have said hi to me, and I just I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to pay attention to what I'm doing.
He's real bad about that because I'll highlight a comment for him to read or something, and he don't even see that on the screen.
Well, my problem is my Davinci. That's why I'm looking this way. My Davinci screen is over here. I mean, I could do it on my main screen where everything is, but it's a smaller output. So if I put that screen up, then I'm looking up. So it's better over there. Now I got a bug on my screen. Get off of there.
Yeah, we've had a few people come in. Coyote, who
that's
likes falling through roofs. That's like a Navy guy. He's not Air Force.
Yeah.
Gravity affected him.
You know what they say about gravity.
Yeah.
And it's unforgiving too. I've had.
And then we have.
I've had a couple bad episodes with gravity myself.
Jonesy, Marines and Army Mom, Belt Loop. Who else did I miss? Mona, Peter, Nancy, Dez, and Chef. think that's everybody.
Yep, I haven't seen anybody else as I'm scrolling back up here.
Coyote says, "What is gravity?" Coyote, gravity is the thing that when you your weight goes through a ceiling, it makes you fall and hit the floor, leaving this.
Ouch. Ouch.
That's what gravity is.
Oh, man. Yeah, that does not look pleasant. Yeah. Yeah, that does look painful, Gary. My worst deal with gravity was when I had my motorcycle wreck, but I didn't look like that afterwards, thank goodness.
That's why you should have.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's why you should have another Navy guy up there to get under there to catch it.
Really. For those of you who don't know, a long time ago when I was a teenager, I was coming home from work and I was cruising down the road at 60 miles an hour going down a hill. And this lady pulled out in front of me. I hit her. I flew about 150 yards in the air. A cop saw the whole thing. So I know this to be true. And he said it was amazing that I didn't die. He said it was amazing that I didn't break a bone in my body. So, yeah, I've had a really bad run-in with gravity. And yeah, it'll pull you right back down.
Be right back, Rob.
All right. But there was 2 policemen that saw it happen. So, yeah, not fun. So gravity does suck and it will pull you right back down. Luckily, I don't remember much about it. I don't remember flying through the air. I remember seeing her. I remember starting to pull the brakes and starting to say some not so nice words. And that's all I remember about it. And I woke up in the hospital twice until the next day. I don't remember anything about it. It's probably a good thing. But the one policeman that was on, I was going down a hill to go across a river and then up a hill into the city that I lived in. And I was just coming home from work. And the cop that was on the county side, the bridge was the county line between the county and the city of Roswell, Fulton County and the city of Roswell. And you go downhill across the bridge and up the hill. And the cop that was I was on the county side coming into the city.
I'm back. Gracie, don't start.
The cop that was on the county side said he saw the whole thing. And when we were in court, he asked me, he said, "Do you play a lot of sports?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "I thought so, because when you got up in the air, you just balled up." And he said, "That's what saved your life." He said, "If you had tried to fight that in the air," he said, "you would have face planted and you would have everything would have shattered." He said, "But since you balled up, when you hit," and I hit right on my head, thank you, Bell Helmets, for saving my life. I hit right here on my Bell helmet and just rolled. He said he didn't think I was ever going to stop rolling. So, yeah, I'm kind of lucky to be here, actually. So, yeah, it was a very major wreck. And I found out later that week that the exact same intersection 2 weeks before that, a guy had broken his back. Same thing, same place. And even though it was at night, it's real well lit because there's 2 shopping centers right there. So the lady in court said she just didn't even see me. And how, I don't know, because I had on a bright orange Bell helmet. I had a light blue denim jacket on, and I was on a bright green Suzuki motorcycle. How you don't see that, I don't know, but she didn't. I saw her sitting there And I glanced over. I mean, literally, I'm right. And I did this because I was going to see if my buddy was working. I was going to stop in and see what they were doing when they got off work because it was a weekend. We were going to go probably listen to some music somewhere. And I literally glanced because they parked out next to the road. Nope. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Not fun. But anyway, enough of that. So yeah, I know all about gravity. Now it's not nice to you. And now you really can't fly. But anyway, let's get back on something a little less serious. All right, let's do some text animation without having to do any keyframing. And all I'm going to do here is just pull in, get on the right screen.
Jonesy said, wow, glad you got a roll and not rock, Ralph.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But just one other funny thing, when we went to court, the lady tried, it's a 5-lane road, 2 lanes each direction and a turn lane in the middle. And the lady tried to tell the judge that I pulled into the oncoming lane of traffic to purposely hit her. And I literally thought the cop was going to break out laughing. He was doing everything he could just to keep from breaking out laughing. That she would actually say that when there were 2 policemen saw the whole thing happen. So anyway. Okay, well, I'm just putting a color down here just so it just shows up a little bit better. So all we're going to do here is go up to our titles and bring in some text. This is all we need. We don't even have to customize it. We can just leave it like that. So normally if you wanted to do keyframes, you would move it and hit your keys, and it's kind of a pain in the neck. But what you can do is something not really sneaky, but just something you wouldn't think about. Come over here to your video transitions. And most of these will work. Some of them work better than others as far as doing this. But push works really nice. And you can actually do it 2 directions. We'll put 2 of them in here. One at the start, one at the end. Excuse me. And I'm just going to make them a little bit longer. Come over here on my first one. So it's going to push left. And I'm just going to have it ease out. And you see it kind of changes the curve. What the easing does is as it comes in, when it gets to the end point, instead of just getting there real fast and stopping abruptly, as it reaches the end, it'll slow down a little bit. That's what easing in and easing out is. And this one, I'll just do the same thing too. It's going to be off screen anyway, but it doesn't matter. So now, if I play this, text in, text out, no keyframing. That's it. So without creating any keyframes or doing any of that kind of stuff, by using your video transitions just on top of your text, you can make your text do some neat stuff. Now, again, in the free version, some of these video transitions don't work. But this one down here, I actually didn't think would look very good, but it actually looks really cool. Back over here. It's a little bit bigger. And make him bold. Again, you can change your text however you want. This is the warp transition. And this actually looks pretty cool, just applied to text. That simple. Without having to go, I mean, you could create that exact same effect in Fusion or in After Effects. But I just created it in what? 5 seconds?
I guess, Gary, it don't really matter.
What was?
He asked if I wanted it monetized, but it's only like 3 cents or whatever. Maybe not even that.
This one works pretty cool. Yeah, this one works pretty cool too. This is one of those things where you can sit and play with these for a long time. Just different things. Let's see which was another one that was good. Oh, this one was good.
You said some of these don't work in the free version?
Yes, some of the transitions don't work. I'm not sure if any of these that I'm clicking on works or not. So that would be one that you would want to
Put one on
bring
the
it.
backside too. Maybe.
You just don't want it to be so fast. And I mean, you could even do things like put that one at the that one at the front, different one at the back. Again, you can do too much to this stuff. So, but again, just it'd be silly and fun just to create some text effects without having to go in and do a bunch of work, you know, real simple stuff. It's literally just a text with whatever you want your text to be, font, color, whatever, and then just put your video transitions on it. Again, I could sit here probably for hours and just play with this.
Yeah, that's one that's a paid version, I think.
Yeah, I think that one is. I think the Fusion transitions, a lot of them are.
Yeah.
And it'll tell you if it is. But yeah, it's just something to play around with. It's like I said, it's something that you can create some text effects with without having to go in and, you know, go through any crazy stuff to get it to do what you want it to. And again, some of them work better than others, depending on what kind of effect you want. And guys, to delete these, I'm just highlighting it and hitting the backspace key on my keyboard. That's how I'm getting rid of them very easily. Again, whatever you want, go through, play with them, see what works, what doesn't work, what looks good, what doesn't look good. And again, I just put the background on there to have a background on there instead of just a black background. So if you were doing, you know, if you had a video behind it or whatever, but that's basically how that works. Really simple stuff. And that's what I had for tonight. These simple things.
All right. And if anybody has any questions about anything Ralph's showed here tonight or about any kind of tech questions whatsoever, now's the time to ask.
I still have that up on my other screen. I just took it off from being displayed. So if you want me to show you something else or talk about something else or whatever. Something I was thinking about doing maybe in the future was a session on Touch Portal, which is a Stream Deck replacement type thing. Stream Decks are cool and you can do a lot of stuff with them. They are kind of expensive. Most Elgato equipment is kind of expensive, but it's really good stuff. It's built really well. And their software is really good too. But for those who don't know what a Stream Deck is, it's just a set of buttons that you can push and you can program the buttons to do all kinds of stuff. Like in OBS, you can have it change scenes, you can have it turn things on, turn things off, all that kind of stuff. You can actually, if you have like Philips lighting, Hue lighting, stuff like that, you control your lights with it. It's not
Audio?
just for
Audio too?
yeah. Yeah, you can control Windows with it. You can have it start programs for you. You can have it, there's plugins for it to help you in Davinci, in Premiere Pro, in Adobe, all kinds of stuff. Touch Portal is basically a software version of that. It runs on your phone or a tablet, works on iOS or Android, PC, Mac, covers everybody. I will tell you one thing, and this is where iOS users have it over us Android users, is Stream Deck actually makes the same type of software, but it's only for iOS. It's not for Android phones. So what, and I don't have anything prepared for it. It's She Devil Adventures. Are you talking about Touch Portal?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
so I think she's talking about Davinci.
Davinci. Okay. Either one. If you have a question on either one, either send me an email or send me an email. We can do like, a one-on-one or whatever.
He's very good with that, Tommy.
Yeah, I've done a lot of training at work. So with all levels of people, I'm very patient with people who are newbies. So don't think I'm going to jump down your throat because you pushed the wrong button or something like that. We all had to learn sometime. I wasn't bored with all this knowledge. Okay. And I'm not a genius to figure it out either. It's really not all that hard. It just takes some playing around and clicking and getting frustrated. And even as long as I've been doing this, I did something exceedingly stupid yesterday and erased a whole page of code that I had written. And I didn't realize it till today, and I don't have a backup of it. Even
Hey, ain't that one of the first things you teach is always back up your files?
Well, it backed up overnight, but it backed up the bad version. So I got to rethink a little bit about how I'm doing that too. So it actually it gets copied twice. So maybe the second copy is every other day instead of every day or every third day. That's another discussion that we could get into on at some point, is protecting and copying your data and making sure that you have more than one copy of stuff. But anyway, back to Touch Portal. Actually, since I've stopped, now let me finish Touch Portal. It's basically two pieces of software, one that runs on your phone or a tablet and one that runs on your computer. So these two pieces of software talk to each other over Wi-Fi. And it's the same thing. Instead of programming a physical button on a panel, it's just a button, a touch button on your phone or your tablet. And you can, again, free version and paid version. The free version, it only lets you create like, I think 2 pages with 8 buttons on each page or something like that. And the paid version is one of those that's going to break the bank too. It's a whole $14. So it's very inexpensive. And with the paid version, you can create as many pages with as many buttons as you want to put on each page. So, and again, it has plugins, Davinci, your lighting, whatever. And that gives you the ability to go in and create a button that will start a program, turn on your lights, turn off your lights. If you have a smart dishwasher or a smart washing machine, you can turn those on if it has the plug-in for it. So it's just one of those remote control type things, but it's all software. There's no hardware component to it. And like I said, it's free, or the paid version is $13.99 or something like that. It's ridiculously low. But there is a little bit of setup.
Hoorah, Bruce, Panchuco, Judy May. Let's see, what is that? No, you shouldn't say that, Gary.
Gary said.
Panchuco. Well, Coyote said, Ralph, if you teach the jarhead, then you can teach
Yeah, I
anyone.
saw that.
And then Panchuco said, that's a nice looking chin stand, Devil Dog. Because I've been resting my head on it like this.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to stop halfway through what I was saying, so I'll let you do what you need to.
All right, I need to stab this dog. Tracy Hill. All right, guys, this is a mail call that I got from Panchuco. And now that he's in here, I'm going to open it up. And Panchuco is a member of the barbecue community. If you all are not aware of that, Gracie, shut up. Hold on.
She wants you to open the box. Hurry up.
She wants me to open this treat thing.
There you go.
Go away. I don't want to beat my dog on camera. Some people might call the SPCA on me, or something like that. Oh, but if y'all were not in here earlier, we just had 2 goat kids yesterday. All right. See what we got here. We have some soft parade. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yep.
Soft parade vodka infused with real fruit, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries. 37.5% alcohol, 75 proof. Handcrafted by Iron Fish. And it's got peanut butter fudge, too. It was wrapped around the top of the bottle. And that is Devin's. Hold on, I can't read that. Devin's Mackinac Island Fudge Company. Peanut butter fudge. And then there's the vodka. Hold on, let me take off that. There we go. And then we have Devin's Mackinac Island Popcorn Company. It's gourmet treat chocolate peanut butter popcorn. There we go. Thank you very much, Panchuco. I do appreciate that. You can't have it, Gracie. I do hate numbers. What's it? Oh, Simon says that fudge is killer. Shut up. You're not getting on the fudge or the tequila.
If you give her some of the tequila, she might quiet down.
Or the vodka. You're not getting no vodka. Can't have chocolate. Away. Panchuco, I do want to thank you, man. I appreciate that. Just some Michigan-made items. I do appreciate that. Out. Don't look all sad now. Out. Just blinking her eyes at me. I've been in Indiana. I've been up there. Hold on. Come on. Let's go. Gracie, out.
That's funny.
There we go.
She had that timed perfectly every time he started speaking.
The thing is every time, when I went to the restroom, when I said I'll be right back, I went to take a leak, and as soon as I had the door open, she ran in. That's how she got in here. And then I've been to Indiana, Ohio, I don't think Illinois, but I don't think I ever went to Michigan. I have a buddy from Michigan, but I do appreciate that, Panchuco.
I don't think I've ever been to Michigan either. One of the few places I haven't been.
And so even the vodka is made in Michigan too.
Should say on it
Yeah,
somewhere.
Thompsonville, Michigan.
Cool.
Oh, cool! It's also got like a little QRC code, and it says "Scan for cocktail recipes."
There you go.
Yeah.
Starting to see QR codes like that on a lot of things now.
That is freaking awesome, though. Well, see, here's the thing. I don't care. I can eat this in like little quantities. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I am a diabetic, I can eat it in little quantities as long as I don't go overboard and stuff like that. It's all about, so I don't want to hear nothing from you, Gary.
Is it just the sugar in it, or is there other stuff in it that's
the fudge and popcorn come from near the bridge to the UP? Simon says that's how he's eating it in little quantities.
Yeah. Can you eat sugar-free fudge? Can you?
Yes, most definitely. I eat anything sugar-free.
Okay. I didn't know if there was something else in it that I don't have any diabetics in my family or anything, and I just
Gary says I didn't say anything. No, but you were thinking it, Gary. But yeah, she'll probably get it. Yep, you're exactly right, Panchuco. She'll probably eat it, her and my son, and laugh at me or something. But I am going to taste it.
And then blame it on Gracie.
Yeah, she's going to say, I'm just doing it, I'm just doing it for you,
There you go. Unfortunately, right.
Shut up, Simon. Simon's freaking horrible. Yeah, we got it in yesterday, and then Panchuco calls and says, hey, did you get that package? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna open it tomorrow on my live. So freaking Simon, man. Yeah, you can send me a box of Tim Tams. I tried those Tim Tams, Jonesy, when I got them before from another channel. I had tried every single one of them. I didn't eat, a whole lot of them, but Jamie and Andrew loved them. But I'm like, I gotta taste them, I gotta try them.
Yeah, a little taste isn't gonna hurt you.
Yep.
As long as you don't eat the whole box, you're good.
Oh, hey, by the way, I got something to tell Gary. Gary, I made a honeydew list for my wife today. I made her get out there and mow the yard.
That's something I could never get my wife to do. Cut the grass.
What?
Cut the grass. She wouldn't have a clue. But
well, here's the thing. I don't think she's really cut the grass before. Not that I can ever remember. It's mainly me and my son that's always done the grass. But the thing is I put her on the zero turn. It's the first time she's on the zero turn.
How many times she throw herself off?
No, but she was okay. When I put my son, we got the zero turn from Sammy because he got another one. So he generously gave us his old one. We've lived here for 5 years. Didn't have a lawnmower that worked. Well, that one did for about 2 times or whatever, and then it broke. But I put Andrew on it one time, and he's like, this is fast. Well, I was going to mow and I had to go to work or something. So I asked Andrew to do it. And he's been on a zero turn before, but he's like, this is fast, blah, blah, blah. And I don't think my wife's actually in here watching no more, but I don't think she passed second gear. It's not really gears, but I'm saying she was trying to get used to it, and she was just going kind of slow, but she got it done. I don't know. I was weed eating, so.
keeping an eye out for the mower out of the corner of your eye. Where is she?
Tommy's over there. LOL. He said, she said, LOL. He said he made her do it. Gary said, yeah, I'm a feminist like Gary, I mean, equal pay for.
Oh, I could tell my wife to do it, but it would never get done. So.
Who hung up on me? Gary says she hung up on you. Who hung up on me, Gary? Tammy today? Guess. All right, Jonesy. Yeah, equal rights and responsibilities. Hey, you did set up your get out of my freaking you set up the forward, right? What's it called? Redirect, right, Gary? Jamie didn't hang up on me. When? Nah.
Can Gary do it since I'm on here?
Yeah, because it's not StreamYard, it's YouTube.
Okay.
And if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, thank you, Gary.
She doesn't need to be on the phone, huh?
What? I don't care, Gary. One way or the other, it don't matter. So, what else you got, Ralph?
That was all I had. You know what I say? That second thing was really, really simple there. That's how crazy. That's how crazy it is that it's so simple to do. That
we got.
You wouldn't think. It's, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we got 15 people in here, and I'll post the link in case anybody wants
about having questions. Ask you.
There goes your voice mod.
Anyways.
You're back.
Yeah, every time I go to copy and paste something and I right click to paste or whatever, it turns on the voice mod. Hey Gary.
Hey Gary.
Gary, your voice ain't working.
Yeah, we
you need to turn on your voice mod, Gary. And you're blurry. What's going on with you?
It's a bit fuzzy.
No, it's not working. I don't know either, Gary. I didn't come to your house and mess with your stuff. Hey, Ralph. We
Yeah.
need some tech support to tell Gary how to fix his audio.
I have no idea.
That's why he came up here.
Go out and come back in. Yep. That says restart. That's always a good place to start.
Simon says it's a fake. I can tell it's not. No, can't hear you now either, Gary. He said, "What about now?"
Nope.
No, we can't hear you. I'm a good lip reader, is what it is. Are you a good sign language reader, Gary?
Yeah, check what you've got set in StreamYard for your mic.
Yep, that'll be the first thing. No, we can't hear you now. It's like the old AT&T commercial or whatever. Can you
Yep.
hear me now?
Yeah.
Dadgummit, Gary Dead says, read the chat, Gary. Restart the computer before you're live. No sound, Gary. And you're blurry.
And you're blurry. Yep.
Yeah, you may, because your camera's blurry too. You may want to restart, Gary. When's the last time you restarted your computer? Huh? You don't know the last time you restarted your computer? Yeah, restart your computer, Gary. Let's see. Is that Jonesy? I can't see. Vegemite, that's Jonesy. trying to make sure we're not getting none of those one people up here. And when I seen Vegemite, I knew it was Jonesy.
How we going?
Good. How you doing?
Jonesy,
We can hear
what's up?
Jonesy fine.
Yeah, I'm going.
How's
I've been busy with work, but yeah. Apart from that, it's a very cold winter. Look at it, freezing.
I wished it was. It's like 100 and something degrees over here today, Jonesy.
Yeah, well, it's not that here, I can tell you. I got me, got the hoodie on.
Yeah, we had low 80s and low humidity for a change.
But she's a good day.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be filming.
What you building? Scarecrow?
Where?
The white
There.
sheet. Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
Ghost
tree.
tree.
It stops the wallabies eating it.
Ah, okay.
I'll show you. See? Things you got to do over here.
What kind of tree is it?
Mandarin.
Ah, cool. Yeah, I have an orange tree and an apple tree, and the deer knocked all my apples off on the ground. Oh, I was mad. And the grasshoppers and everything have eaten all the leaves off the orange tree. I'm pretty upset.
That's no good. I got a.
Simon says, "You have wallaby troubles, Jonesy?"
I sure do. Troubles. Well, I sort of stopped them getting down to here, so I let Charlie play all around here and all down the side of the house. But I don't let him come up here.
Can you hear me now?
Voice mod.
Got the
It's not-
steps.
What? We can hear you, but you're real quiet. Hold on a minute.
Maybe it's because I got this drink in the way of my mic.
Yeah, that's probably it.
yeah, could have something to do with it.
Say something now, Gary.
Yeah.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, we
Yep.
can hear you.
He's better.
Good.
Yep.
Oh.
Anyways, what was you saying, Jonesy?
Here's a good example. Chocolate treats for Charlie. They're very good for your garden. It's like rabbit crap. It's like rabbit. But yeah, no good for your dog's mouth.
Hang on.
Jesus, sleep on it. Let me tell you.
Can you hear me now?
Here we go.
Voice
Voice
mod.
That's better.
Okay. I guess I need to figure out how to get the no voice on here.
No voice.
Well, no modification. There is a setting on here I know that has no modification.
It's called clean.
Yeah.
It's called what?
Clean.
Okay.
Or you can
Clean
just
is
I
this
found
right
it.
here.
Yeah,
I found it.
sounds like my backyard.
Is that better?
Yes, you're fine.
Yep.
Okay. These dogs. Do you think I should give my dog one of these jalapeno beef jerkies?
It won't, I don't think it'll mess with them because it's not that much jalapeno in it.
It's got a little heat to it.
Gracie likes them. Just give him a little piece if you want to.
Okay.
It's up to you, but Gracie will eat it, you know. Or give him the whole thing there, Gary.
I don't know where it went.
The dog's got it.
No, they don't. They're not.
They're circling your chair like sharks, Gary.
Yeah, really.
Hey,
They are circling my chair.
this dude up here can't hit his mouth. We'll get a lot of food.
Really. Actually, there was one other thing I was going to show you, not just something I've been playing with in OBS is a different scene.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
That is
actually
cool.
it's actually using a video as a mask. And it's got two of them rotating in different directions. One of them's got my camera in it. The other one's got that multicolored video in it. And then that's just a background on their video. There's another guy that I watch that does this same type of thing, and I was just trying to recreate what he had done.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty. I thought it came out pretty cool. I had to mess with it to keep the things from
Six down the hill.
spinning. Keep the things from spinning too fast, but you can adjust that in OBS. Yeah, that was kind of neat. Something a little different. It's not just a static mask, it moves. Something different. Anyway, that was all I was going to show you. Just different things you can do with OBS. This does require that advanced mask plugin to do it with. And then I created the video mask in Davinci just by putting a shape in and rotating it basically.
Hey, Najuma Brown. Welcome in. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Scorpion Metal.
Simon says you walked too far away from your Wi-Fi, Jonesy.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
starting to drop out audio wise.
Hang on, let me. I'll turn my Wi-Fi off and see what happens.
Hey, Simon, his dogs are Texas dogs too. They were born and bred here in Texas. Gray did the slowest twerk ever. Who's Gray? Hoorah, Scorpion
Yes.
Metals.
That's using the phone's Wi-Fi now.
Well, they're all three right here. No. AJ's getting stubborn. Come on.
Is AJ wanting a piece of jerky?
Yeah,
That's
they want
rosemary.
I know, but AJ's the one that tried to jump up on the desk.
He wanted some screen time.
Hey,
You know,
hi, Rosemary.
you know, how people go out on their properties and say there's a game trail. Here's a game trail. Blah blah blah. Well, see the little up here, see the trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I have a
bloody
game trail
wallabies.
back. I have a
Walk.
game trail. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jonesy.
No, sorry, mate. You keep going. I'm just walking up here to show you where they hang out. Oh,
I have a game trail back behind my house. Actually, I have deer prints in my watermelon and cantaloupe swimming pool. Yeah, a deer walked right through it.
oh man. I gotta cut all this tree down. Oh, getting up here's the hard part. Oh, yeah, they all congregate under here, but
Hurrah, Bruce.
Yeah, they have cover.
yeah, I can't see where there's none here now. They're all found somewhere to go and sleep during the day. But, yeah,
Maybe there's one in there. Maybe they're sleeping there during the day.
let me have a look. Boogie, boogie, boogie. It's the boogie man. Come out and play. Oh, look at the tree here. I heard it crack the other night. Check that out.
Yep.
It's over the fence too, huh?
Yeah. Look at that. And I got thorns. Ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Wait, are those vines?
Yeah, these are blackberry or blueberry, whatever they are.
Oh, they're actually fruit.
Maybe blackberry.
Yeah, blackberry. That's the one. But I got to get rid of them too. But check that out.
Snapped him right in half.
So all I need to do now is get my chainsaw, cut it there, and let it drop next door.
That's dirty,
That's a-
Jonesy.
I don't know how that split in there got so straight.
Yeah.
What kind of
Actually,
tree is that, Jonesy?
It's a wattle.
A wattle.
Yeah, wattle. WATTLE.
We don't have those over here.
That's why we're. And I shouldn't be doing this actually. No, it's pretty solid. A lot of weight hanging over there, but some good firewood. And this one too. This one goes from there.
Is that considered a hardwood? Like it's good for burning?
It's a hot burn. It's probably not. They say they choke up your fireplace. Yeah, your flue if you burn it too much. You got to mix it. If it burns too hot.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what the locals are telling me. And I've only been here for about 3 or 2.5 years.
It would probably need to dry before you really burnt it.
Yeah, well, I cut one down the front there, and that's sitting behind my shed now in all little pieces, waiting for next season.
Wait, this season, huh? Since it's fixing to be winter there?
It's winter now. Yeah, it'd be good for in 12 months.
In 12 months?
Yeah,
It's got to age.
It's got to age.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of pine trees here, white pine trees, and they have pine sap in them. And
Yep.
They're not really good for burning because they're so soft, they just burn right up. But if you cut one down and put it right in your fireplace, you're going to end up with pine sap all over the place, pine tar all over the place.
Yeah.
And that's a pain in the neck to clean up because it's pine tar like what you put on a baseball bat. It's sticky. Yeah, it's really sticky. So yeah, you have to let that.
tree
Someone had
house there?
a treehouse here in the past, I'd say. Yeah.
Looks that way.
Hey, Jonesy, let's see you climb up there.
That's a big negatory. It's bad enough standing here. Look at that. Wait, the
Were,
slope.
were we not talking about gravity earlier?
Yeah. Man, I could roll a log. It'd go through my back door, honestly.
Yeah, that
Pick up
looks
some
really
speed.
steep.
No, she is. So that's me being square there. But anyway, I thought I'd come for a walk up. Where do you think these come from? Oh, they look walnuts.
They come from America.
I can't see where they're falling. Whatever tree they fall out of, but it's got to be. They're everywhere here.
I don't know what kind of nut that was. It
That's
does
a
look like
beauty.
a walnut, just a little different.
They're rock hard. I need a hammer to smash him open. But I could
All right,
use
guys,
these.
we got about 3 minutes until Gary goes live. So if you want to, type in chat right now so we can say thank you, Belt Loop 29, for being up in here, and he's not even in his chair. Thank you, Bruce. Appreciate you. Scorpion Metals and Shooting Star Mississippi. Bruce, we got 2 Bruces in here. So thanks everybody for showing up. Dez, Nancy, Simon, Panchuco. Thanks for the gifts, Panchuco. I appreciate it. From Michigan. Who else we have in here?
I'm here.
Gary, you're not
Oh,
here, dude.
I am here.
You were not here when I mentioned your name.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that don't look good.
It don't, does it?
No.
Probably been
Appreciate
here
you
for 100
coming in,
years.
Panchuco, Coyote, and Simon already said y'all. Okay, I guess I get everybody. Everybody that typed in chat. So, guys, we appreciate it. Just stay right there. You'll be redirected to Belt Loop 29's channel, his live. And until next Saturday, 7 p.m., Day with the Dog. See you then. Semper Fi. And
Bill or die.
Devil Dog out. Whoops. And Ralph. Say bye, Ralph.
Bye, everybody.
Hey.